Welcome guys, my name is Justin, and here today I'm going to teach you guys how to tombstone. So what you're going to need is tombstone soda and some items in your backpack, and you're going to want to buy tombstone soda in-game when you first get in-game. So I won't have to do that because I already have a tombstone set, so I'm just going to be able to show you guys how to get it done, and we'll get right to it once we get in this game. There is a couple different methods you can use. There is 3 different portals that I know of that work. They bring you to a certain spot on the edge of the map where you are able to run out of bounds fairly quickly. But the one I'm going to do today is going to be the one that I do. The other 2 are the water tower and the beach. But I like the one that I do. I've done it the whole time. It's the one I'm used to, so it's the one I like. But I will show you guys the water tower method as well. So, when you get in game here, you're going to want to buy a tombstone soda. Buy a tombstone perk. And you're also going to want to keep one in your backpack. That way you don't have to continuously buy it every game. You can just have it. So once we get in game here, I'll explain, and there you go. We see a little tombstone icon marked on our screen already. That is because my tombstone is already set. So once we get in here, we will explain more. So, as you can see, I have a backpack full of goodies. I also have an aether blade equipped. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and use all this stuff. But if you are setting your tombstone, do not use any of this stuff. You want to keep it in your backpack and don't use it. If all you're doing is setting it, do not use it. So let's get over to our tombstone here, and we will explain a little bit more about that. So if you are just coming in and you want to set your tombstone or need to set it, you're not going to have this tombstone icon marked already. That is just telling you that you have a tombstone over in the graveyard or wherever it is. So we're going to go ahead and grab everything from real quick, just so we keep our items. So here we go. So, would you look at that? Tombstone is
who could
right
use a
here,
perk
tombstone
machine?
soda. So if you did not already have one set or don't have 2 sodas in your bag, then you would just simply need to buy the soda. Alrighty, so once you bought the soda, you're gonna make your way all the way over to this
Moving this
building
way.
right here, the hotel at the bad signal portal. So let's make our way over there and explain what we gotta do. And by the way, if you do not have the bad signal mission done out of Act 4, then you will need to have that mission activated in order for the portal to show for you. If you ever run into a chance where the portal does not show for you, just look on the side of it. So I'll actually show you real quick before we get into this. So this is the portal right here. So we're looking for this portal. We need that portal to make this process work. So if you do not see this portal appearing for you, you need an aether blade and you need to throw it right here. Once you throw it right there, it may take a couple tries, so make sure you just keep trying. If it doesn't show up, you just keep throwing it in this general area. And eventually, you'll hit the portal in the right spot. The portal will appear. So let's make our way up to the roof and let's go start our glitch. You're going to want to make sure you are in a squad solo by yourself. So if you're with a team, make sure you leave squad before you do this. So the letters I use are, I call this a T, and then hourglass, and then I call this one a U. So you're going to shoot those 3 in order. They may not be in the same spot as you see here. They do randomize. So you're going to purchase the portal. You're going to run up these stairs to the right. And bam, out the door. Next thing you know, you're on the roof. Kill these couple zombies if you need to, but you don't need to. Let's get out your scorcher. We're gonna jump off, and here's that portal again. We are gonna kill these couple zombies. Scorch up, and as you do that, we are gonna hit X to enter anomaly.
You go in there,
and then you will have a 30-second timer on your screen to vote to go to the dark ether, aka the story mode. We're gonna go into the portal instead, and we're gonna turn right, and we're gonna run right out this fence. And we're gonna stop at this second bush. First bush, second bush. Stop and vote yes. And then we're gonna run out of bounds. The goal is to be out of bounds with 6 on your screen. Out of that 10-second countdown, just keep running, let the timer run out. Bam, open up the home button, get ready to close your app. Squad eliminated, black screen, dark ether zombies. So when you close the app, you'll see that after you get the squad eliminated, your screen will go black, and then it'll say dark ether zombies up in the top left and searching for match up in the top right. That is the time when you want to close the game on your console or PC, whatever you play on. So we'll load back up here, and as you'll be able to see, we will have all the items that were in our backpack as long as our ether blade equipped. You'll also not lose your guns. You won't lose anything unless you drop your gun. Then I'm not sure if you lose your weapon slot on that, because I've never actually dropped my gun, but I'm pretty sure you do lose your weapon slot if you would drop your gun. I always just drop the scorcher. If I choose to do it without a scorcher, I'll just drop the scorcher and run. So as you can see here, we load it back up, and bam, we have all the same items still in our backpack. We still have our ether blade equipped, we have our weapon, decoys, field upgrade, we still have our kill streaks, have our backpack, our self-res, everything. So let's hop in another game here, and we'll show you that we have a tombstone, and we'll show you how to do it without a scorcher. And actually, instead of showing you how to do it without a scorcher, I'm going to show you the water tower method without a scorcher. It's all the same. It doesn't matter what portal you take, as long as you are voting before the timer runs out, and as long as you are out of bounds at 6 seconds. The first half's the glitch when you are at the hotel at the bad signal portal, and you are putting in the code and then running to the portal and activating the portal and then running back or scorching back to go through the portal. It's all the same. It doesn't matter what portal you are taking or where the portal is taking you. It's all the same. That part's the same. It's just the only different parts are in the end when you get to where the portal takes you. It varies between where you're going and where you get took through the portal, and that'll determine what you have to do or what steps. But all the steps are the same for each one in the beginning, so let's get into it.
Let's get
So
this done,
as you can see, we have a tombstone icon on our screen from last game. So if you were playing with someone else and they needed some items or whatever you were dropping to someone, you can now go ahead and drop all these items that are in your backpack. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and use all the stuff like I did last game. Drop that ether blade because I can't use that. Now let's make our way over to the tombstone on the map. It'll always be up here at I3 in the graveyard. I3 or H3, whatever you want to call it. It'll always be there when doing this method. So, if you guys load into a game and you do not see that tombstone icon pinged on your screen, open up your map, check over here at the graveyard. If you do not see a tombstone icon there, then you do not have a tombstone. And even if you still have the items that were in your bag in the lobby, does not always mean you will have a tombstone. The way you keep your items in your bag is by going out of bounds at 6 seconds. Now let's get over here and you guys will see that everything that was just in our bag is now in our tombstone. And just so you guys know, your tombstone will be green. And here we go, everything is in there. We have our essence still. So let's go ahead and grab all that and make sure you crumble your tombstone. If you do not crumble it, it may not work for you. So be sure to crumble your tombstone. A lot of times you're gonna maybe have extra stuff that you don't need. Just drop it on the ground at the graveyard or anywhere. I mean, someone may pick it up at the graveyard, but it may despawn before someone gets there. So let's head over to the bad signal portal and the hotel building in Q2. Just so you guys know, the bad signal portal is at F6 on the map, on the grid. So we're going to come in here through the roof, doesn't matter, you can go in through the bottom, through the roof, doesn't matter. I like to go right through this little door, and then go downstairs, down a set of stairs, and bam, you will be at the portal. So I'm going to do this one without the scorcher. So we are going to do the water tower one, and the code for that I like to call J1 and then backwards N. We're going to go ahead and purchase the portal, get your fist out, because you want to be able to run as fast as possible. Since you do not have a scorcher to make this quick, you're going to want to jump off here, activate the anomaly to enter it. And you're gonna run straight back here.
You sure about
keep
this?
running, don't worry about zombies. A lot of times there will be zombies here.
You go in there, you may be on your own.
For a minute or two. You're gonna want to go up the stairs. I like to just jump over them, hang this ledge, go through the portal, and it will bring you to the water tower. You're gonna want to jump off right here and head for right here. Once it gets to 2 seconds, vote yes. You're going to want to wait at this little bush for 6 seconds on the screen. There you go, 6 seconds, run out of bounds. And here we are. We will get the squad eliminated, and then the black screen, and then we'll see dark ether zombies up in the top left and searching for match in the top right. That is when you want to close the app. So we will go ahead and load the game back up, and you will see that everything that we had in our backpack and from our tombstone is still in our bag. And we will also keep your ether blade equipped for each match. And sometimes when you're doing this glitch, the game can take a minute to load back up as you keep force closing the game and loading it up, closing it and loading it. It does take a minute to connect to the network, which is fine. And there we go, it finally found the network. And there we go, we'll load into zombies. And as you can see, we still have everything in our bag, still have our blade equipped, and we will load back in and show you we have a tombstone. There's one more method that you can do when you want to duplicate items or your tombstone. So actually, before we load in, if you want to duplicate your items, like say I want to duplicate this blade, I'll just unequip it and stash it, and bam, it's in our stash, and then we'll go into a game without it. You just want to be able to use it. Whatever you stash away, you want to be able to use that game, but it'll still be in your tombstone. So once we load in here, you will see that I still have that blade again, and we can just reset the tombstone with it. And then we will have it in our backpack again when we load back up, and you'll be able to stash it again. That is how you duplicate items for yourself. If you're trying to drop them for other people, you just do this, and then you will, once you load in game, you'll drop the items like I showed earlier, and there you go. You'll grab it out of your tombstone, and then you will go do the bad signal portal again, and your tombstone will be set again. You will keep all your essence that you have on you when you do the glitch. If you spend essence, it will not stay the same. Whatever you have on you, whatever you spend, so if you have 100,000 and you spend 20,000 on perks or a backpack or whatever, you will only have 80,000 left in your tombstone. So sometimes also your tombstone will not be pinged, so you want to make sure you open up that map, make sure it's over at the graveyard. If it's not, don't worry. If you still have everything in your backpack, which is the good thing about this glitch, because usually even if you mess up, you will still have everything in your backpack as long as you go out of bounds at 6 seconds and close the app at the right time. You'll still have everything in your backpack. Therefore, if your tombstone is not there, the only thing you will lose out on is your essence. And you'll just go in, you'll either drink your tombstone that's in your bag or buy a tombstone soda in game, and then you will go ahead and do the portal again. So as you can see here, I don't see a tombstone pinged for me, but that doesn't mean it's not there. I might have messed that one up, but I don't think so. So we're gonna open up this map and we're gonna check, and bam, it is over at the graveyard in I3. So sometimes it will not be pinged, sometimes you may get that little lightning bolt or that little fake ping, but just open up your map and sure enough it is there. So if you're just dropping for someone else, you can drop all this stuff or whatever you don't need and go ahead and go to your tombstone. So once we get over there, we will grab everything out of it. We will show you that we still have that aether blade again, and we will be good to go. That is actually a great example of what I just said earlier, that sometimes your tombstone will not be pinged, and it will scare you sometimes. Your first couple of times, when you don't realize, just open up the map and look, and if you look and you do not see it there, then it is not there. So make sure you open up that map and look before you go ahead and drop your stuff or use your stuff. Just go ahead, open up that map, look, make sure that tombstone is there if you don't see it pinged. So we're gonna pull up here, we're gonna grab our tombstone, and we're gonna go pull out. And there you go, there's our green tombstone. Oh, and it actually, oh, there we go. And as you can see, there is that aether blade that we stole. So we're gonna grab everything out of it, crumble it down, and as you can see, we still have our essence. So we're gonna go ahead, go back to the bad signal building, and do this again. There is one more method that you guys can do if you want to duplicate the essence or your items. It is Not easy to do when solo, which is why I'm not going to show you guys it, because I don't have someone to help me with it right now. So I will explain it the best I can. But basically, you want to go into a game and you will bring in the items that you want to duplicate or use, and you will have your essence, whatever. You want to drink tombstone, and then you will get down. Well, you want to drink tombstone, and then you want to leave squad. You want to be in a squad by yourself. Just like when you do this method, you want to be in a squad by yourself. So you're going to be in a squad by yourself. You're going to want to get down, whether it's by a zombie or a thermite, a frag grenade, whatever you want to use to down yourself. You just want to get down, and then after a second of being down, bleed out. Once you bleed out, there will be a timer to plead for help. Let the timer run out a couple seconds to, like, I usually wait until 15 seconds and then I will plead for help. Once you plead for help, you can have the guy you were playing with or teammate or anyone in the lobby. As long as you plead for help, you can type in chat and ask for a revive, or have your teammate that you were playing with revive you. Just make sure when you do this, you are in a squad by yourself, or otherwise it may not work. So once you get revived after you plead for help, you will still have all your essence on you, and you will have all the items that were in your bag. After you get revived from pleading for help, you can go ahead and actually use those items or drop those items and drop the essence as well. Once you drop the essence, you will be able to, you are done with it. Your tombstone is actually set. So once you get revived, that is when your tombstone is set. So once your tombstone is set, you can actually go ahead and just get downed again and bleed out, and do not plead for help. Let the timer run out until it says squad eliminated, and then you can just leave game. Or you can, after you get revived, instead of actually dying and losing your backpack like you would, you can actually come and do this bad signal glitch. But make sure you do not drink another tombstone or get down after doing the first steps, because if you do, and as you can see, I did not activate the portal, if you do get down, you will actually reset your tombstone and it will not be there.
Whatever that was. You go in there, you may be on your own.
So here we go, we're gonna do this again, and hopefully the portal is still open. There it is. Go through the portal. And we're gonna vote to go to the dark aether once we get to the second little bush. So we're gonna vote yes, and we're gonna run out of bounds. So back to the other method. If you get downed after you bleed out and get revived, your tombstone will be gone. So make sure you do not get down. If you do, then just let the timer run out and leave the game. So basically the other method, there's like 6 steps. The first step is drink tombstone. Step 2, you want to leave squad, get downed, bleed out. Make sure you didn't have a self revive on you when you get downed. Get downed, bleed out, plead for help at 15 seconds or a couple seconds after. Like, you just want to wait a couple seconds before you plea. I find it more reliable and to work better. Plead for help at 15 seconds, and then you can get revived. Once you get revived, you can drop that essence to a friend, or drop the items, or use the items, or use the essence. It doesn't matter. Your tombstone is already set, and everything that you died with and then got revived with will be in a tombstone next game. So once you go into next game, you'll see that you have a tombstone. Before next game, after you get revived, you will drop the items, drop the essence, use it, whatever, and then in order to finish the game, whenever you're finished or you want to leave the game, you just get downed again and then bleed out and do not plead for help, and then you will leave game. Or if you don't want to do that and lose your backpack and everything else, you can keep everything in your backpack and go do the bad signal portal. So you're basically combining two methods. That way you can keep your backpack and everything in it and your ether blade equipped, because when you die you lose all that stuff, and I don't die out when I do it. I combine the two methods, that way I can keep my blade and keep everything in my backpack to use instantly next game. So after you do that, you would just leave game if you get downed. You want to just die out and leave game. If you go down and get revived after your tombstone is already set, your tombstone will no longer be there. And make sure you do not drink another tombstone either, because then your tombstone will be gone. So guys, I hope you appreciate the video. As you can see, we still have all of this stuff in our backpack, and there we go. Still have blade equipped, all of that. So those are the two methods of the bad signal portal glitch, and that is working as of June 8th. And if you guys are interested in the other die out method, be on the lookout for another video. I will be posting a video on how to do that soon, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys, and have a good day.